Well, greetings there, my fellow model builders, and here is my F-4C Phantom that I built about 4 months ago, and it's just starting to get a little dusty sitting up here on the shelf. But this is the monogram F-4C Phantom, and just built it right out of the box, nothing special. Very old kit. This kit's been around since I think the early 70s is when Monogram designed this kit. And it's been going around ever since. And this is the one I said I used Walmart spray paint on, and it turned out okay. Looks okay. And it's got the markings of Luke Air Force Base. And this is the model. This is part of the Candy Cane Air Force that came with the red and white or black and white stripes to go around it. And I didn't want to put it on there. I just thought it kind of looked silly. Look under there. I don't want to pick it up because I'm kind of OCD. And once I put my models up on the shelf, I don't like to touch them. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of weird. But it turned out pretty good. The paint job done by hand. The Southeast Asia camouflage was all done by hand. And there's the Martin Baker Mark H7s. And that's that for the F-4C. And there's the old F-105. Doing good. Oh, and there's the old F-106. Decals are starting to yellow on that. It's been sitting for quite a while. And over here, this is another build I did. The A-10 from with markings of Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. And this is the monogram kit, and it comes so where you can only position the canopy closed, or excuse me, open. And I didn't want to do it that way, so I modified it to close it, and it doesn't look that great up close, but it's okay. I had to do a little cutting and stuff, but I just didn't want to open it. So, but here, let me hold on just a second. Take a look inside there. I'm not sure how that's turning out, but I painted the instrument panel just with my little brush, and it turned out all right. So the A-10 is very tail heavy, and there's not a lot of room up in the nose to put weights. I want to say I did try putting. I put pennies sometimes, and that just didn't. It just wasn't enough. And like I said, I probably could have gotten some lead ball bearings or something to put in there. But I'd like to build the Tamiya A-10 because it's a lot better quality model, I'm sure, and would probably come out a lot as far as a canopy. I think you can position it either open or closed. I've never built it, so I don't know. If you have, you can chime in. And that's that. And then there's the old F8 Crusader and the A6, and on down there we got the Hueys, and then the F-14 Tomcat sitting down there. And that's pretty much my lineup for now. I did build another Phantom. I built an F-4J Phantom, the MiG Ace monogram, but I gave it to my neighbor because he was in the Navy and he was off the, I believe that one was off the USS Constellation. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. And that's the same ship that he was on, so I built it and gave it to him. So, got some other stuff to show you. This is my little museum over here. Just some artifacts. There's my scratch-built Martin Baker ejection seats, and then got a Lear Siegler attitude indicator, and then I got a couple Lear. This was before they became Lear Siegler. These are two Lear attitude indicators, MM2s. And then we got an anti-collision light. That's off an F-102 Delta Dagger. And I was going to restore it as far as like repainting it, but I didn't want to take, that's the actual paint and stuff, and I thought, I'll just leave it. It doesn't work, but I want to see if maybe I can get a battery hooked up to it. See if it'll work. And then I've got an Astronautics attitude indicator. And I think that one is actually out of a Huey, UH-1 Huey. And then my real favorite piece here is the actual face curtain handles off a Martin Baker Mark H7, just like modeled there, out of a Phantom. And I would like to get an actual seat, but they're very expensive, very hard to find, and just little pieces at a time. I do have the parachute pack, but I've got that put away. I have the parachute pack right there. But anyway, just showing off my little museum here. And that's actually the first seat I scratch built. That was way back in 2004, and I've gotten a little bit better each time. I would like to build another one because there is some inconsistencies and things that aren't, accurate with this seat, but improve a little bit each time. So just sharing a little bit of what I've done, and that's that. So everybody have a great day. Take care. Happy model building.